Hey nerds, welcome to Jerry Bear Reacts. Today, we're going to react to Season 1, Episode 8, Kobe, of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, entitled I, Robot, You, Jane. Get it? Like, me, Tarzan, you, Jane. It's not how Tarzan sounded, but that's what I went with. If you're new here, oh God, that was for you. Feel free to subscribe for daily content. If there's a day, there is a reaction. Links will be in the description box down below, as well as links for the Patreon, the Twitch stream, and everything in between. Jerry will do his best work behind the scenes. I just noticed that I've been shamelessly plugging this Twitch channel, and I haven't streamed since we got the house, really. So it's pretty funny. But regardless, last episode was phenomenal. I mean, it was really, 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 really fucking good. And that's all I can really say about it. Like, it was really good. And Angel's revealed, spoilers, I guess, if for some reason you're watching this, you've never watched Buffy like me, but Angel's revealed to be a guy. A vampire. So he's a dude vampire, and him and Buffy seem to be on the side where they can't be. Is that something else Legacies took with Landon and Hope? Never mind. Regardless, let's just go ahead and watch the episode. I'm excited. That last episode was so damn good that it made me excited to watch this one. Amis amore. Look how fucking peaceful his face was. That's the most peaceful neck snap victim I've ever seen. Just fucking. God bless him. That is hilarious. Reminds me of that big ass bull character I played in Dragon Age Inquisition. Iron Bull. Can't do that right now, sir. I'm watching a YouTube video. Or, shut up.
Oh, great. A book.
Oh, I haven't gone through the new arrivals. Put it in the pile.
Here, I'll get it.
Oh, thanks, Dave. Willow pile.
When I've examined it, you can skim it.
Who the hell are these
Scan
people?
it. Rupert, that's scan it.
Of course.
Oh, I know our ways are strange to you, but soon you will join us in the 20th century with 3 whole years to spare.
Ms. Calendar, I'm sure your computer science class is fascinating, but I happen to believe that one can survive in modern society without being a slave to the idiot box.
That's TV. The idiot box is TV. This is the good box.
That's the good? Yes.
Good book.
The printed page is obsolete. Information isn't bound up anymore.
Okay.
Entity.
All right, Stinky
No,
McGee.
reality
Let's.
is virtual. If you're not jacked in, you're not alive.
Jacked in, jacked off. What's it matter? So, do you remember? Some of you may not. There was an invention called the rabbit jack. If I'm thinking of the right thing, where you could just plug in this like weird USB thing into a computer or an old school laptop, and you would just have the internet. The magic jack. It's a thing. But to go along with that is actually, you know what? I don't want to pull it up on the computer, but I do want to. I just need to see rabbit jack, which is scary because, you know, rabbit. You gotta be careful what you Google nowadays. Jackrabbit, whatever the fuck that thing's called. I typed in rabbit jack. No, magic jack. What the fuck am I talking about? What does the rabbit have to do with anything? Magic jack internet. You also gotta be careful typing in magic jack too. They still make a form of the magic jack. It's just different. Holy shit. That's crazy. It's more of like a hub now. But anyways, what is the other one? Jackrabbit, the hopper. Anyways, but that was an invention. But I think what's really cool about this is, I'll take just a couple more minutes. Supernatural dealt with the evolution of technology in 2005 to 2020, in going from kind of like, your basic phone, flip phones, still going off of a diary, into getting into laptops and tablets, etc., over the course of time. Where this is really cool. Like, this is 1997. That's what computers look like. That webcam that's on top of Buddy's thing right here, like, those are what webcams look like. And the resolution and the quality were horrible. The microphones sounded awful, but like, at the time it was revolutionary. And it's crazy to think about the technological boom that just happens almost from this point forward. Like, think about this, like 1996, 1997, like, you have the Game Boy Color, you get Pokemon, like 98, I think it's Game Boy Color. You get Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow, revolutionary games. And you just, like, there's no looking back. Like, you have brief periods of pagers, which turn into, I mean, there was some form of cell phones at the time, but pagers turn into everybody has a cell phone pretty quickly. PDAs, those agenda things, like, those came and went pretty rapidly. Everything wanted to be turned into electronics, but like, the computer went from being humongous into like the Apple computers that had the clear, thick backs to it, to the bigger the better. Even with TVs, like, if you had a huge ass big 2,000-pound TV, like, you had some fucking money, son, because those were few and far between. And now you look at Black Friday deals that happened and Cyber Monday deals that happened, even though they're not really the same deals they used to be. I mean, you can get a TV for pretty low, like a 77-inch TV for $500, when a 55 TV back in the day would have been a couple grand. It's crazy to even think about, to where like, the computers, like, look at that, and you can't see my monitors, but I have 2 flat screen monitors, because why wouldn't you? Like, it's a wild. This show runs until like, what, 2003 ish, so like, it'll start barely to get into that more like cell phone ish age, because a lot of like the brick phones, like the Nokias, maybe, or is that more 2004, 2005, 2006 ish? I might be off on that. I was gonna try to think of the technological boom that'll happen between 97 and like 02, 03, whenever this wraps up. But I know that's completely random. It's nothing to do with Buffy. It's just really cool to see that that's what that shit used to look like. And the big keyboards. It's a weird thing to always say a simpler time, but it truly was. And of course, in the moment, you don't know it's a simpler time. Even now, like, we'll look back on this moment a decade from now and be like, simpler time. It's hard to appreciate it when you're in the moment, but still.
Thank you, Fritz.
Even though there's nothing simple about right now, I'm just putting it out there. I can't tell if she's really just being a dick or if she's being a little flirty with him. There's different vibes there. So far with this show, like, seems to be a lot of tension between folk. Oh, Willow, stop it! Don't read that book. Where am I? And what the fuck? Ultron just woke up.
Oh, I was talking. Talking to. Okay, that's it. You have a secret, and that is not allowed.
Why not?
Because.
No, bro. Willow done fell in love with fucking ChatGPT. This is fucking horrible. No, man. I forget the original one, the robot you could talk to. I used to talk to him in the car sometimes on long trips. Just type in silly jokes. God, I cannot remember. It's not Ask Jeeves, by the way. It was something after that, like 2010. Between 2010 and 2012, there was another guy. I don't remember.
What's he look like?
I don't know.
Which part of that is pretty wholesome, because like, there is no, like, you're not letting the physical stuff get in the way, but that could also lead to problems. And we all know it. As much as we say it shouldn't, we all know it would.
I know what he looks like.
Sweet.
He's a sweetie.
What should I write back?
I'm going to wait to the end of the episode okay, because it may be long-winded. I will tell you all a story about my first experience in an online chat room. We'll talk about it at the end of the episode. So if you want, hang out to the end, wait for that. You can skip to it and get to it.
Willow, I
It's
think
oh
it's really
boy.
great that you have this cool pen pal, but don't you think you're kind of rushing all into this? You know what I mean?
I'm thinking of you too. No, that's incredibly stupid.
Will, down, girl. Let's focus here, okay? What exactly do you know
Easy,
about this
girl.
guy?
Oh, see, I knew you'd react like this.
Like what? I just want to make sure you're
Uh
careful,
oh.
that's all.
See, that's the actual. That's what it looked like. Oh my god, that's dope because they probably actually used the webcam footage. I'm sitting here like they altered it, or they could have altered it, but that's kind of what the fuck it looked like.
He could be different than you think.
That's wild, son. So good too. Buffy Summers. Oh, birth date. October 24th, 1980. It is past her birthday. GPA 2.8. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I think I hovered around a 2.8. I think I graduated like above a 3. But still, sophomore. Athletics, none. It's a good picture, by the way. This one says birthday May 6th, 1979. Senior, 2.8. Absences, 1. Hello.
His name is Malcolm Blanche.
She ain't no goddamn
He's
senior.
18, lives in Elmwood, which is about 80 miles from here, and he likes me.
Short, tall, skinny, fat.
Why does everything have to be about looks?
Not everything, but some stuff is. I mean, what if you guys get really, really intense and then you find out that he has a hairy back?
Well, no. He doesn't talk like somebody who would have a hairy back. And anyways, that stuff doesn't matter when you really care about each other.
And she's true too. That's real. I'm pretty Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy didn't have a care. Fuzzy Wuzzy got some back hair, bro. Let me tell you. But also too, I know we're diving looking too much into all this shit to begin with. That's the whole point of the fucking reaction channel, ain't it? So if that is something that's like you don't like, just tell your partner. Like, can I shave your back? I don't like it. It bugs me. Okay. It ain't no thing, dude. Like, come on now. Who cares?
Maybe.
I
Oh, that
would
guy's-
ask you something if you.
That guy's familiar.
What is it?
Well, you're a computer geek, genius, and I sort of have a technical.
She's
problem.
rude.
I wanted to find out something about someone. If someone emailed me, could I trace the letter?
Well, you could pull up somebody's profile based on their username.
But they write the profile themselves.
God, I
They
can
say
see
anything
him
they
and
want.
hear him.
Sure.
Oh, I had knowledge.
Chad Lindbergh. Yeah, Jesse. Oh my God, that's Ash. That's Ash from Supernatural. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. Look at him. Holy shit. That is shocking. I'm befuddled. Even like looking at him now as like an adult is weird. Okay, there's some younger pictures. He got that little shitty mustache. Yeah, that's him. Holy fuck, that is jarring almost. All right. Yeah, that's... I don't know how I feel about that. But look at them sunglasses. Oh, Dave, you in here being sketchy. CRD. That's Creed, bro. I did hurl. I know the deal. It seems my life is gonna change.
She's too close. What do I do?
Kill her.
CRD.
So are you telling me that, like, this fucking horned antler ram demon, didn't they already use this shot? This horned antler ram demon got put into a book and is now an online chat predator?
Whatever Dave is into, it's large.
What was the name of this place?
Said CRD. But I couldn't get close enough to see what it was.
Calax Research and Development. It's a
Can
computer
you
research
tell
lab. Third largest employer in
me?
Sunnydale. Top closed down last year.
Hi.
When I can't have information sometimes.
It's just somewhat unprecedented.
Yeah.
My uncle used to work there.
Ah.
In a floor sweeping capacity.
That's okay, janitor.
Kinda
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Looked pretty functional from where I stood. I don't have a clue what they were doing.
And what do they need Dave for?
Well, to
Something
make
about
Star Wars.
Computers, right? I mean, he is off the chart smart.
We still don't know an enormous amount. Whatever is going on there may be on the up and up.
No, if CRD opened, it would have been on the news.
Besides, I can just tell something's wrong. My spider sense is tingling.
Your spider sense.
Mm-hmm.
Pop culture reference. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes, well, we're still at a standstill. Short of breaking into...
That's also crazy because we have to think of all the shows we've watched. Like, this takes place before everything. Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man is probably barely even, it's not even a wet dream at this point. Like, what? Granted, again, I'm a wee baby. I have barely any concept of what's going on. I just know I like chocolate milk. Okay? But still, that's crazy. I guess the cartoon was out, yeah? Look, I'm sorry. This just, it makes me ask questions. And I don't even know. Yeah. Wow. Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends came out in 1981. I thought that was later in the 80s. But Spider-Man, the animated series, did come out and ran from 94 to 98, dude. Christopher Barnes. He's still kicking. Born in 1972. So this dude, I'm so sorry for all of this. What the fuck? So Christopher Daniel Barnes, who voices Peter Parker, right? In Spider-Man, the animated series, is also the voice of Eric from The Little Mermaid. But it's not just that. He does that in 1994, comes back in 2010 to voice Spider-Man Noir in Shattered Dimensions, and then comes back to voice Miguel O'Hara, a.k.a. Spider-Man 2099 in Spider-Man The Edge of Time, and then voices Spider-Man, Symbiote Spider-Man in Marvel's Heroes. I don't actually know what this is or what it's for. I can't remember. And then in The Amazing Spider-Man, he voices a character in the video game. Yeah, this isn't the movie. Yeah, in the video game. Amazing Spider-Man 2. In Spider-Man Ultimate, he comes back and voices Electro and Vulture. In the Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon, where Spider-Man is voiced by Drake Bell, of all people, he voices Max Dillon, a.k.a. Electro. And then he's been the voice of Electro since for some different stuff. Brother, what? I'm sorry, my mind's being blown right now. Edward Asner voiced J. Jonah Jameson. He passed away in 2021 at the age of 91. But he was the voice of Carl Fredricksen, the old man from Up, who was also Santa from Elf.
More to say than in any of your fabulous web pages.
Which I'll just fuck in the library and get it over with.
Doesn't have a whole lot more to say. What is it, like a diary?
How odd. I haven't looked through all the volumes yet. I didn't,
What is it?
Nothing. A diary, yes. I imagine that's what it is. Well, it's been so nice talking to you.
We were fighting.
Must do it again sometime. Bye now.
Toodaloo.
I checked the computer and there's nothing in his file about being allergic to penicillin.
Oh no.
Dave, how you doing?
Okay. Look, I'm sorry about yesterday. I haven't been getting much sleep lately, you know.
Don't sweat it.
Willow was looking for you.
Good, I need to talk to her. Do you know where she is?
It is extremely crazy how kids back then, like they're like 20 when they film this, they just look a lot older than what they actually are. Not saying she looks super old. I would say she's probably in like her mid to late 20s. But still, like everybody that's walking around behind them just looks like they're in their 30s and whatnot. And then like you have the millennials. I mean, people are normally flabbergasted when I tell them my age. And then you have the people like the Gen Z, which are starting to kind of look older than their actual age as well. When a lot of people my age, not saying all baby-faced, but nobody looks our age, which is a good thing. It's weird. What a weird thing life is.
She said she'd be in the girls' locker room.
Great.
Good,
Thanks.
great, grand. Good, great, grand. Done got set up.
Will?
I am not walking in no... I'm going to let that water bill run up. I don't pay that shit. Oh my goodness, they're trying to zap you.
Let's get started.
Buffy, get out!
Holy shit. Oh, you got a little bit of that zip zap. You had a little zip zoop. Oh my goodness. I know you're about to say your heels are probably tingling. Some of 'em a bitch, bro. Oh my god.
Certain volumes, they remained locked within the book, harmless, unless the pages were read aloud. Unless I'm mistaken, this is Moloch the Corruptor.
Moloch. I call him motherfucking
A
Moloch.
deadly and seductive demon, he draws people to him with promises of love, power, knowledge, preys on impressionable minds.
Like Dave's.
Like Willow.
Dave and who knows how many others.
And Moloch is inside that book?
Not anymore.
You released Moloch?
Way to go.
No, you
I didn't read it.
dingbats.
Dreadful calendar woman found it and it was already blank.
Dreadful
Okay, so
calendar
a
woman.
powerful demon with horns is walking around Sunnydale and
He likes her.
If he's so big and strong, why bother with Dave?
Mom? Dad?
Willow has parents. I didn't even think about anybody's home life outside of Buffy. Holy shit. Where's your parents at, baby? Razorbacks.
You have mail.
I got mail. God, I mean, what is a cool time just to come home and have mail? Just read it. And you're like, I got mail. No more waiting.
You have mail.
Bing bong.
Dad, did you forget your keys again?
That's also a different time, bro. The fucking... Oh, chloroform! People knocking on the door and ringing doorbells. You just text now when you pull up. Look, they ain't got no peephole. They just open it as soon as it gets knocked. So people are getting kidnapped.
Blaming computer error for the apparent fight. Tell you how good it is to see you. With my own two eyes.
What is what is that? That's a goddamn Power Ranger villain, bro.
Willow.
Oh, no. That looks like the Predator or something. Yeah, a Mortal Kombat character. Oh, no.
This world is so new, so exciting. I can see all of it.
It's a fucking Beetleborg boss.
Everything flows through me. I command you. Kalis with a K.
See? Look at that.
I'll miss you.
Oh. Keep your neck strong.
Come.
Uh-oh.
I command you.
Wow.
Ow. Guy's made of metal.
Yeah, it probably hurt your little leggy.
He's out of the net. He's bound.
Is he back in a book? Burn the fucking book. Like, just burn it. Burn it down. He's got some, that's a weird ear shape. Unless it's just the shadows. It's like Ultron, bro. He's out in the ether.
Where is he?
Still got 5 minutes left. Oh, God. Okay, it is. Play somebody completely different. I know it's a bad shot to go back on, but still. Like, damn, bro, they got the stunt double doing face shots. Hooray!
Wanted to return this. I found it among the new books, and naturally I thought of you.
Cool. Thanks.
Oh, he's so sweet.
Well, I'll see you anon.
Nervous.
Well, it was your book that started all the trouble, not a computer. Honestly, what is it about them that bothers you so much?
The smell.
Computers don't smell, Rupert.
I know.
What's the point?
Smell is the most powerful trigger to the memory there is. A certain flower or a whiff of smoke can bring up experiences long forgotten. Books smell musty and rich. The knowledge gained from a computer is it has no texture, no context. It's there and then it's gone. If it's to last, then the getting of knowledge should be tangible. It should be smelly.
Yeah.
Well, you really are an old-fashioned boy, aren't you?
I mean, he didn't say nothing out of pocket or anything. Like, that's actual factual. Like, your nose is your strongest link to your memory. If I open up a pack of cards and smell a pack of Yu-Gi-Oh cards freshly opened, it transports me back to being a child. Like, it's something physical you can have. Scrolling and reading on a phone or on a computer, you can obviously maintain the knowledge, but you don't have an extra sensory connection to it.
Well, I don't dangle a corkscrew from my ear.
That's not where I dangle it.
Hey, yo! Belly button.
We gonna
Or-
go for runs tonight? We three?
So none of us are ever going to have a happy, normal relationship.
We're doomed.
Yeah.
Oh, bitty bup, 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 bup. Oh. Hey, in that line of work, it's hard to get a little bit of love. Willow unwittingly unleashes a demon named Moloch onto the internet. And so she does. The episode itself with the villain is pretty interesting. It was good. It helps progress some of the characters just a smidge. Introducing Miss Calendar to, I mean, her and Giles have some tension. For sure. Like, there's a lot of tension between those two individuals. The book smell thing is, I mean, just beautiful. Beautifully said by Giles from start to finish, but at the same time, the computer's coming in, is taking over, baby, and go ahead and fast forward 27 years since this episode. 27 years since this episode. You're going to have a bunch of technological advancements like we talked about. We had a lot of stopping and talking points through it. Nothing from The Maester, nothing from Angel, which is weird coming off the last episode, but let it breathe for a minute, get back to some episodic stuff, and then come back around. So this episode was fun. Again, I liked it. For the story I wanted to tell, that's all I had to say about the episode. There's nothing really to say about it. It's clear, cut, and dry. The last shot's very beautiful. For online chatting, I was in middle school, went to our library, because libraries are free. We had computers. And I had heard about AOL and heard about these chat rooms that people use, this, that, and the other. Trying to put the timeline together, I think I was on MySpace, but I'm not sure if I was on MySpace yet. I feel like I had to have been. This is about 7th grade. And I hopped on to... actually, before I say it, let me just see if it's still a website. For my own... The site cannot be reached. Okay. So there was an old website. It was Inuyasha.com or Inuyasha.org or something like that for the anime Inuyasha. It was my introduction to anime. I don't count Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime for obvious reasons, but Inuyasha, I watched shit out of this. Inuyasha was so good, I watched it. I still couldn't tell you story beats or moments or anything like that, but I had so much fun watching it that I was at a certain store as a child, and I may have left the store with a DVD copy of Inuyasha. And I made my dad watch it, and my dad was very, I guess redneck's the word, very country, very redneck. And he loved it. He loved everything about it. And we sat and we watched that whole first season together that night. And it was really good. It was enjoyable. We had a blast doing it. He really got hooked into it. So the moral of this is, or not the moral, but the point is, Inuyasha, I go to this chat room, and it's like you make a username. And I'm so fucking lame, I can't think of nothing, that I called myself Inuyasha. So I have just made myself the main character and put myself into this chat room and was just talking with absolute strangers for hours on end. There's a person by the name of No Name or something like that, Unknown or No Name, something along those lines. And some of us would trade just first names, but they would always say like, oh, I don't know what my actual name is, blah, blah, blah. There's a little gimmick. And then there was Shippo. And I remember the person Shippo, we chatted back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And you would have thought I was just madly head over heels in love with this screen name. And we talked for weeks on end. Weeks. Like I was putting my friends onto this website. People also they would go on and talk to the random people, and they met No Name and stuff like that. And I would get online, and it's an open chat room, and I'd wait to see Shippo's name. And then I'd be like, hey, remember me? Blah, blah, blah. And then we start chatting again. In my mind, this is the most beautiful person that's ever lived at the time. And it's just going back and forth, back and forth. And then it was so bad that I told people in middle school that I was dating this online entity. And I get on one day and I see Shippo. And we talk back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And they were like, they said something that was like they knew me. And I was like, what? And I was like, yeah, come over here in this chat. So we went into a separate chat. We used to go to separate chats together. That was the thing. It was just me and that person in a chat room. And the person said something like, I like your shirt or something like that. And I was like, can you see me? I'm like, are you in Kentucky? Like, are you from here? And lo and behold, we end up, I'm like looking around this computer room and I see somebody who's staring at me, laughing. And it's my friend. His name's Tim, middle school friend. And I walk over and I was like, what's up, man? And then I saw that he was talking to me and it was very confusing. But he had got wind of it and also made the name Shippo to talk to me, Wasn't the same person I'd been talking to, but it was a whole little setup. And we laughed about it. It was no hard feelings. It was just really funny because it could have, I mean, it was pretty clear cut and dry. We got in a room, said, hey, I like this. And I'm like, are you from around here? And then, yeah. I talked to the actual shippo like 1 or 2 more times after that, and then never again. So to this day, I never know who that was. That could have been a 55-year-old man. Who knows? I think it plays into the child's safety on the internet. Chat rooms, if you have a child, please keep them out of chat rooms. Good God. Keep them off things like 4chan and Omegle. Is Uvu still a thing? Is Uvu still a thing? Chat roulette. Like, keep them away from that shit, dude. Uvu is still a thing. That's insanity. I'm going to type in. Not chat room. Good God. Oh my God. Hold on. Does anybody remember Inuyasha Journey chat room? It was big around 2008, 2010. It was popular with role playing. You could create your own rooms and write a short description what their room was for. Often make settings, hotels, graveyards, pools, mansions, etc. Oh my God. I was just curious. It was so long. My friends and I had a pretty popular chat room. A lot of drama, a lot of jealous people. I tried revisiting a couple years ago and it was all still available. Nobody's on the site anymore, of course. It was all empty. Oh my God. Insane. Anyways, this episode of Buffy was great. It was a lot of fun. iRobot, Eugene, we all hang out. We all have a good time together. Poor Willow got sucked in just as I got sucked in. But I'll leave the video there. The next episode, is entitled The Puppet Show. And I'll see you there. Links and everything will be in the description box down below. Playlist up on screen. As always, stay cute, stay hydrated, and I'll catch you on the next one.